Hey everyone, Carlo here. Welcome to my watch vlog. This is my dedicated YouTube channel to everything and anything watches. Now, if you want to know more about my other YouTube channel, which is all about hype, sneakers, and tech, please do check it out. The link can be found down below. That channel has over 700,000 subscribers. Now, for today's episode, I'm actually super excited because I've been wearing this watch for a couple of days now, maybe a little over a week. This is my first ever Hamilton watch, and I am absolutely in love with it. So if you guys are interested to find out what this watch is all about and what was my first Hamilton watch and my impressions about it, keep on watching. It's going to be fun. Let's go. Now, the name of this watch, and I have to take a lot of my notes over here, this is the Hamilton Khaki Navy Sub Auto Chrono. Wow, ang haba. But yeah, the name kind of does justice to how great it is, because this is a watch that you can get for a little over $1,000 or around 60,000 pesos here in the Philippines. And if you ask me, it is one of the best chronographs that you can buy at that price range for three very good reasons. Number one, it's the heritage and the brand of Hamilton. So it's not just a new brand that came out of nowhere. It has great history, it has great heritage, and you guys can read more about Hamilton. I'll link it down below to their website so you can, learn and discover them more, just like what I did when I was going through their history. In fact, what attracted me to Hamilton is because one of my favorite movies is actually Interstellar. Now, one of the most important plot elements in the movie was the Hamilton watch that was used by Matthew McConaughey's character to talk to his daughter, diba? So, spoiler alert sa mga di pa nakakapanood. But anyway, so that was the watch I was actually going to get, which was the Hamilton Murph. But upon finding this watch, I just had to get it. Now, the second reason why I feel that it has so much great value is that there is an incredible amount of design and detail put into this watch. All the small things, from the buckle to the strap to the face to the bezel to the materials that they use to the overall design, is something that just appealed to me. It is the quality that you would expect out of luxury watches that you would easily spend like $4,000 or $5,000 on. So let's go over the design, the build, and the small details about the watch. Now, if you take a look at the piece, this is actually 43 millimeters wide, and in terms of thickness, it's 16.4 millimeters. Now, if you think about that height and you think about that width, that you would think that it's only for people with wide wrists like me. I actually have like an 8-inch wrist. It will actually still work, in my opinion, with people who have around maybe 6.5 to 7, mainly because if you take a look at the way the straps and the lugs are made, it kind of angles sharply downward. So it removes the emphasis of how big the actual case is, and it just hangs beautifully or contours beautifully to the sides of your wrists. It has a stainless steel case. It has sapphire crystal, which is scratch resistant. You have the screw down chronograph pushers here along the side. And by the way, this is water resistant up to 300 meters. So it is a proper dive watch. It has a satin finish on the case, while the actual bezel clicks really well. The ratchet is nice, so you kind of hear it clicking really well. So that's one of my ways of, like passing time. Some people use fidget spinners, some people, go to Facebook. Me, when I'm kind of just passing, just bored, I just click the bezel of my watch. I don't know if anybody else does that. And speaking of the bezel, they also use rubber inserts. So that's the black material that you see along the edges and at the top. In terms of the movement, and allow me to be honest, I'm not too familiar yet with Hamilton movements, but this is the Hamilton H31 automatic winding movement, and it does have a 60-hour power reserve. Now, one of my favorite things about this watch is really the design of the face of the piece. You have the interlocking Hamilton logo in H for the center. Kind of gives it like that carbon fiber feel and vibe. It makes it look really premium, in my opinion. It gives it a nice texture every time you look at the piece, and it is contrasted really well with, of course, the two subdials for the minute and the hour. And you also have, of course, the second subdial on the far left, and you have the date complication that you can find in between the 4 and 5 o'clock marker. It's also interesting to note that instead of using your typical 12, they used 0 for the top, so it looks like some sort of donut at the very top of the watch. The design detail doesn't end with the face, because if you take a look at the vulcanized rubber strap, which by the way is very pliant and feels really comfortable on skin, I can actually compare this to the more expensive straps that you would normally find, for example, with Panerai. So that's the type of quality that I'm seeing with the strap on this one. So if you take a look at the designs of this one, so first you have the Hamilton logo along the depressions of the watch. If you turn the back, you have Hamilton, and then you have that interlocking Hamilton logo once again. And even the buckle is customized because you have that same logo, which also actually fits the one that they have here, the clasp that locks it down. So everything from the face to the straps to the lugs to the color blocking to the design to the function is really spot on. And all of those things combined, from like what I just said, makes it one of my current favorite watches. One last thing that I absolutely love about it is the color combination. As you guys know, I love black and orange, one of my favorite color combos, and to have that on this watch, which is utmost high quality, given the price point, for me makes it one of the best bang for your buck value within the 50,000 peso price range for a dive watch, Chronograph. So this one, 2 thumbs up, easily 10 out of 10 for me. Now, if you guys want to buy one, you might want to check out Time Trend. That's the shop that where I was able to get this particular piece. They have a shop over at SM Mega Mall, and you can also check them out on Facebook. I'll link down below to their Facebook page so that if you have inquiries, you can actually message them and you can arrange for a watch to be delivered to you after you deposit. Just in case you don't want to go to their shop physically. But if you do want to visit, I think they're at the upper ground level at SM Mega Mall Building B. So I initially thought that my first ever Hamilton watch will be the one that's closely tied to my favorite movie, which again, Interstellar. But as it turns out, there was a much better watch waiting for me, and this is it. So guys, that's actually it for our watch vlog for today. My first Hamilton watch. Super happy with this purchase. Super thrilled to wear it, and I'm excited to keep on using this for the months and years to come. That said, this is Carlos signing out. Peace. God bless. What's up? Boom.